Hold on, she's talking to everybody. There it is. There's the game. Here's Comet. You can see her pause a little bit. Let me see. Can I zoom? I'll zoom out a little bit so y'all can see her. And then maybe we'll get a second camera going on her. Let's get a camera going on her. Foglight is happy to see this game again. I'm glad you're here for that. I'm glad you're here for that. Comet's getting into position. She turned around just so I could pet her. Did y'all see that? She's like, this MFer needs to pet me. Yo, how you doing, Foglight and Gameritis? How you doing? Laurenus is cute. I'm here for the cat camera. Yeah, most people are, so you're in good company. This is mostly a cat stream, and tangentially, like on the side, accidentally, casually, this is a board game stream. I mean, because how could you not love this cat, right? How could you not love a cat? Even when I see other people's cats like on TikTok and stuff, I'm like, oh, what a beautiful cat. This is Comet. If this is your first time here, this is Comet. This is what she likes. She likes to be like, yes, I said your name. I'm sorry. They need to know your name. That cat can take a pet, like no problem. I love that clip. The cat takes a pet like no problem. Yeah, mama. Look, oh, the little mama wants her petties. All right, we're gonna get to the game at some point. I do have a lot of stuff to do today. Usually, we'll spend some time petting Comet. That way she gets her affection and her love. And then we'll see if she lets us play a game. Yes, I said your name again. I'm sorry. Oh, look at that. She takes a pet like no problem. All right, so let's get to the game. We'll come back to Comet as we need to. Maybe scoot her up a little bit. Not too much. There you go. Tuck in your tail, mama. Tuck in that tail. There you go. All right, let's get to the game. Thanks for joining me. All right, so this is Hadrian's Wall. If you haven't played this before, this is a campaign-style game from Shem Phillips. Art and graphic design by Sam Phillips. The way this is played over the course of a bunch of games. You have to like win 7 games or lose 7 games to complete the campaign. Did I say Hadrian's Wall? I did, right? Legacy of You, not Hadrian's Wall. Another great game by Shem Phillips. I play that game so much on stream that just came out of me like nothing. But the way it works is basically you're trying to build this canal to prevent flooding. So you're building canals to prevent flooding. And you're trying to stay ahead of this wave, which moves whenever you reshuffle your deck. So this is a game about hand management and resource management and placing workers, essentially. So let's get started. I'll walk you through what's going on if you are not familiar with this game. This is essentially not really a rules teach, but just come out and hang out and play this game with me and this cat, which the cat's name is Comet. My name is John. All right, let's draw. How many cards do we get? We get 4 cards. Well, let's do this in order. First, we don't get anything because I forgot to put these out. Let's put these out really quick. All right, so we don't get anything from here yet. No income from here. We do get 4 cards. We get 1 labor worker. We get 1 cowrie shell, 1 provision, plus 1 provision for every purple house built or building built. We don't have any of those, so we don't get any of that. Let's take a look at our cards. So we really want to build this out before we have to shuffle our deck, which we should have 6 cards in our deck. Let me get those out right now. All right, it's a little bit difficult with Comet blocking the way, but I'll put my deck over here. We'll put this up here. That way we don't get confused. So what I could do with these cards is I could either discard them to my own deck, right? Put them in my discard pile and gain the top benefit. So I could gain, as an example in this card, if I discard this to my deck, I could get 1 archer, 1 yellow worker, and then the card will cycle back into my deck when I shuffle. But if I were to discard it to the townsfolk discard pile, which is up here, I would get the benefit that's also below it. So I would get a yellow worker and a provision. This little symbol doesn't mean anything for now. There are things that come up that will reference that, but at the moment they don't mean anything. So I could do that with these cards. I could use them to get the bonus up here or get rid of them. They won't cycle back into my deck and get both benefits. So what we need to do, we need to build this, right? We need to build a canal here. So we need 2 white workers, 2 cowrie shells. We have 1 and 1. So we need to get some more. I could take this card up here. This is free. It doesn't have a cost. These other ones cost me a provision. So I could take this. It doesn't go into my hand. It goes into my discard pile. Or I could burn it, meaning it goes to the townsfolk pile, discard pile, and get both items, which that might be good to do. It's a free card. We'll just get rid of it. We'll get a worker. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'm going to burn this. This goes out of the game. But I do get 1 white worker and 1 yellow worker. Is this game just solo? Yeah, it is strictly solo game, D-Walls. This is only for 1 player, and the cats are allowed. That's fine. But mostly it's a 1-player game. That's my first move. Basically, you keep taking turns until you're out of cards, and then the next round begins. If we get 1 more cowrie shell, we could build this and see what we get. We're going to get a brick and a wood, but we do have to get rid of 1 of our cards. So let's do this. We'll play this to our discard pile, and we get 1 cowrie shell and 1 provision. All right, which gives us just enough to build this. So I'll do 2 cowrie shells, 2 laborers, and get rid of those, put them back in the supply. And this goes off board. Now that we built this, we've take a look back here. There's nothing back there. I think only the hut cards have stuff back here. But for this one, we get a brick and 1 wood. This does tell us that we have to discard one of these, or we have to get rid of one of these cards from our ready pile. So our ready pile is this one, and this is going to go to the townsfolk pile, which means we're not going to get it back. Doing all right, except for all the fire smoke. What is that happening? Where you're at? That's wild. Thanks for the lurk, Tantaralis. How you doing? Megs is here. Thanks for joining us. How you doing? All right. Let's move this mouse out of the way. All right, so we have 3 cards left. This is a lot tougher when you play it correctly, as I learned. All right, so we did that, so we're good for now. It's going to be really hard to build this out again, so we're going to probably wait till next round to do it. We do have another trade option now, so we could trade 2 cowrie shells for provision if we wanted to. If we cover this up with a building, we can get a cowrie shell. So we have 1 wood and 1 brick. It might be possible to build one of these little buildings, and that'll give us some income for the next round. We would need 1 white worker, but which we don't have. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for us to get a white worker in right now. Because my cards would give me either a yellow or a red worker. But not a white one. What we could do is we could send this worker out here to get a provision and buy a card. We also got to worry about the barbarian up here, because at the end of the round, if this barbarian is still out here, we either destroy a card from our ready deck or get rid of a worker from our supply, which we don't have. So that's also not good. Man, this is tough. Like the first round, I don't see like the first round how you could do much. I do want to build one of those. Yeah, first turn is brutal. Especially if you don't get the cards. Like if I had another card that let me play a white worker, I could do that, but nope. Let's see. I could buy some cards, right? I could buy this one, or this one. Or possibly this one. But none of those would give me a white worker. We do have a slot over here where we can add to our income, so I might want to do that. I might want to buy a card just to do that. I feel like right now it's better to buy 2 cards than 1. Even though this one does give me more. What I think I'll do is I'll spend... Alright, we'll send this guy over here to get a provision. I think we're going to end up with 1 extra provision. That's fine. But I think I will buy this one. And we're going to tuck that. Well, we can't tuck it. It has to go into our discard pile. Oh, this game. So it goes into our discard pile. I could tuck one of these. So I do need a white worker. None of these give me a white worker. This gives me a wood and a cowrie shell. So I'm going to tuck that one in. So we get a free tuck over here. If we get rid of this building, if we build this building out into the board, we will be able to add another income there. All right, so I have 2 provisions. I could buy either this one or this one. I'm gonna get this one. I feel like cowrie shells and provisions are gonna be good early on. Yeah, because I don't have like a whole lot of worker spots anyway, so I'll spend 2 to get that one. So I'll get this one, and that's going to go into my discard pile. I could burn it to get the benefit on the top, but I'm not going to do that. I have 2 more cards. I am not going to burn them. I'm going to use them. So I'm going to get a yellow worker for this one, yellow worker for that one. I'm out of cards. So that's the end of the round. This guy goes back on the board over here. We are going to refresh this. We're going to move all the townsfolk over to the left. Actually, before we do that, before we move all those over, we have to pay for this. This barbarian still wants what they want. So we have to get rid of a card from our ready pile. So that's going out of the game. That has a white worker on it. If you get a worker income to get that wall building built for it, you can't neglect worker income early on either. You need to be tackling those barbarians. Yeah, for sure. Just tell Comet to knock the wave off the board and beat up all the barbarians. Nice. Dang barbarians always ruining everything. Yeah, for sure. Comet is extra cute today. Hey, thanks, Phoebe. How you doing? She is, isn't she? Look at her. She's like covering her face. She's like, too many lights on this table. All right. So that's the end of that. We got rid of a card because of this barbarian, this jerk. Ben says I should build up my worker income, but there was no way for me to. I could have added him here, but I mean, it's too late now. We need to add 1 more barbarian. So this one goes over here. We'll move that there. We add 2 more townsfolk. Yeah, this game was a lot easier when I messed up the rules. All right, so this guy goes back to me. We get our income, nothing from the buildings yet. We get 4 cards from our townsfolk pile. We get 1 white worker, 1 cowrie shell, 1 provision, and 1 wood, plus another cowrie shell. All right, so those are our goodies for this. What culture is this game set in? I'm not super sure. What is that? During the reign of Emperor Yao, the people of ancient China. So ancient China. I don't know how historically accurate it is or whether they got a cultural consultant, but that's a good question. All right, so we start again. Next round. This game is hard. I think you're meant to lose your first few games. Let's tuck Comet a little bit in. Let's check in on Comet between rounds here. Look at her. Look at her. A little cutie pie. A little fur ball. Little toe beans. Sharp nails. Shokutcha. I lost, 1-1, lost so far. No way, Legends. I won, but the first time, but I was playing with the wrong rules. All my Chinese history comes from playing Dynasty Warriors. I've never played that game. Alright, so we got our cards. We need to worry about this, building this thing out. Although, this is not going to move till we shuffle our cards, so maybe we got a little bit more time left. Maybe we could do some other stuff. Maybe we could build up our income. We gotta build some of these huts, so I might have to burn this card from my hand to get anything here. Alright, so I don't know what's going on here. The only way to get an extra white worker for this round is gonna be to burn this card. Or to buy this card and burn it right away. That is costly though. That's 2 provisions. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't think this game is winnable in the first round. First game, I mean. So what we're gonna do is we are going to burn this card. I'm saying it very slowly because I'm not sure. I'm gonna burn this card, so I get a 1 wood and 1 labor worker. We have enough to build this. We could do that right now, but also we need to build some of these buildings. But I don't see how we could do both in this round, which is a bummer because it's already the second round. Man, this is tough. I'm convinced this game is hating me right now. It's like it's hating on me. I need a provision. None of these cards give me provisions. This game is terrible. This game is just like a partner. If you cheat, they'll hate you for. Dachiota, that's funny. That is funny. I did cheat on this game. All right, we're gonna take this card. We're gonna burn it from here. We're gonna just straight up just burn it. So we only get the benefit on the red, little red thing here, which means we draw a card. So I'm gonna shuffle my deck, which means this moves forward 1. All right, so we get 1 more card. Is it a white worker? Nope. Ugh, you son of a gun. Yeah, there's not going to be any way to build these 2 things that I want to build. We could get a provision, though. We're going to send this guy over here. We're going to get a provision. And then we're going to spend 2 to get this card. But we're going to get rid of it right away. Yep, so we get a white worker. So now we could build this one. We could do 1 white worker, a wood, and a brick to build this hut. Or if we get 2 more, we could build 1 of these. We do have enough to build 1 of these. This is gonna give us workers. We need workers. All right, let's not get sidetracked. We're gonna build this one. That goes into the supply. We're gonna put this over here. We're gonna get a provision. When we do income, we're going to get another worker. Let's see. Now we're going to build this. We're going to build a canal. We're going to fix the canal, whatever it is they want us to do. That's 2 provisions and 2 workers and 2 cowrie shells. All right, so that gets removed. Now we're able to get rid of a card for 2 cowrie shells. Doesn't seem that great. We get a wood and a brick. And we get story number 3. All right, so it's story time. We're going to look at the storybook and see what it says here. All right, so here's a little story for Comet. Story number 3. Minor spoilers. You know what? I've already done this one. This is the one where there's a food shortage. That's all that's happening. I'm not going to read it because it might be spoilers. Plus, it's a long entry. So I'm just going to bring out the cards we need for this one. So number 3 says we need to put that card in history. So we put that card away. 16 in the story deck. Games are hard when you're not cheating. So basically for this one, we need to put 1 milk card, 1 fish card, and 1 meat card here in that order. And you remember I told you some of these cards have symbols on them that we won't really need to use. So like the only use for it is at least for now is this card. So in order to satisfy the food shortage, we got to give up 1 milk, 1 fish, and 1 meat. So that means that card I can't use that card. I have to use it only for that. You don't gain the benefits for it, which is not great. Atashani, thanks for coming back and joining us again. Good to see you. Perfect time to join Comet story time. Yep. Comet's being a little butt and sleeping on the job. Cat first player marker not included. That's great. So now, let's see. We build one hut. We could, if we could get another white worker, we could build one of the purple huts. Can we do that? I don't think we could do that. No. There's no way to trade for a white worker. Man, if only like the cards came out right, I could do that. That might be for next time. So we do have to play all our cards, which is a bummer. I don't like that we have to play all our cards, especially we don't have a whole lot of What is it, mama? Ay, baby. Baby trying to sleep? Hmm? Is baby trying to sleep? Is baby trying to sleep? Oh my gosh. Get yourself a cat. Get yourself a cat out there. If you don't have one, if you already have one, get two. If you have two, get three. Oh, mom, I get comfortable, but if you could stay out of the way of my cards, that'd be good. I keep having to adjust this because Kame likes to like spread out. So we really, unless we could get another white worker, we really don't have much to do. We could buy a card. We have two extra workers. I feel like this round was not that great. Maybe I could have done things in a different order to be more efficient. Like if I could have built this first, if I would have built this first, I could have had like a I could have uncovered this one, and my yellow workers would be the same as white workers. That's what I should have done probably. I don't think you have to go left to right on those. Does anyone know? Really, John? Three cats? um, maybe. I don't know. If we had more room, I would say three cats for sure. See, Lorena's here for that. She she popped in when she heard three cats. They need to get a bigger table if they have three cats. Yeah, I have a 3x4 table. Like this table's not that small, but like the camera can't even capture it all. If I wanted to capture the whole table, I would have to move the camera a lot higher. If you have three cats, you need at least 9 rooms. That's true. I need a mansion. All right, let me see. You can build those buildings left to right, right? It doesn't matter what. Yeah, you could build these in any order. So we could do that. So we could do like we could have built this, and then our yellow workers would be white workers. That's pretty good. So we might try to do that next round. There's no way for us to do it this round. We don't have enough to pay the barbarians. Comment. That's like a not. That's not a good spot. I can hardly see anything. Ay ay ay. But other than that, we don't have any. I don't think we could do anything else of value, which is a bummer because we're gonna cycle through these cards and not do anything. That's a real bummer. I mean, I could draw an extra card. I could gain a provision. Perfect spot comment. I can see you clearly. How dare you, Slivers? How dare? Please comment. Move up a little bit. No, stop encouraging comment to be bad. Stop it. Yeah, there's just nothing good I could do right now. Like even the barbarians, I can't even attack them. This is just such a waste of a turn. All right, we're gonna get through it though. We're gonna do all these cards. We get one worker there. We get another one for this card. You do have to use all your cards. All right, so that's the end of the round. Disbarge. I should have moved it. It moves over here. It shouldn't have stayed there, but that's fine. These all we're gonna have to pay those barbarians. We can't pay them with a laborer, so they're gonna destroy one of my cards. Great. And here I could give them a wood to avoid having them destroy one of my cards or townsfolk. Great. Yeah. And then we move all these to the left. We get two barbarians, so we move these over here. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. All right, so we're done with that. We get our income, so we get one worker. We get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. We have to shuffle our deck. Oh, this is so bad. This is bad. We're gonna lose the first one, y'all. All right, and shuffle our deck of 4 cards. Great. All right. So now I have 4 cards in my hand. We're going to get a white worker, 1 cowrie shell, and 1 provision. All right, we really need to make some moves. We do get our income over here. We get 1 wood and 1 cowrie shell. All right, so we're good there. So let's get started here. We're going to need 3 white workers for this one, 2 cowrie shells. We did shuffle our deck, so this moves forward. Remember, if this catches up to us, we lose. If there's 7 barbarians out here, we lose. If I have to destroy a card from here and there are no cards left, I lose. We win when we build the canals, all these canals. The canal cards. Do we have any white workers? I'm really bummed. Like, there's like no white workers in this deck. And there are none up here for me to get. It's very, very upsetting. It's very disappointing. Literally, I cannot build this unless I build this first. All right, so we're going to do that. Let's do that. We'll build one of these. So we get a white worker, a brick, 3 wood to build one of these. All right, so we're going to build this one. I think we're going to get the rider. So this black worker is a rider. We're going to uncover that. We're going to put this over here, and we get a worker of our choice. We're going to get another white one. So now our laborers are the same as our riders. So they're interchangeable. This guy should have come back to our hand. I couldn't see it because of Comet. Now we could use these workers. We have 2. I should have done the yellow one. Should I do the yellow one? Let's see. No, because I need the yellow ones. I do have a lot of yellow ones though. We'll do yellow instead of we'll do the archers instead of the riders. All right, so my laborers are the same as riders. Archers. All right, so now we could build this out, right? We get 2 of these in a yellow plus 2 cowrie shells. We could do that. This gets built. All right, this goes off board. We get 1 brick, 1 wood, and we did. Gosh, we have to get rid of 2 cards. This is very punishing. You're not meant to win this game in the first game. So we get rid of 2 cards. Gosh, that is so punishing. For building the canal, you lose workers or people. That does not have anything attached to it. No story, so we just put that away in the canal area in the box. And now we have another space. We could trade a white worker plus a provision for any other worker. Yep. All right, we could build stuff. We have a brick. We could build one of these. It would help with our income. We could build one of these, or we could build one of the huts. The huts, we still need more brick. I don't get any brick from here. I could get brick from here, but I do want to start building up my discard pile because I'm running out of cards. We have 2 provisions to do that, but we also need to think about the barbarians. All right, we're gonna send one of our workers here to get a provision. We are going to... Wait, I got a cowrie shell instead of a provision? Is that what happened? Yeah, I did. All right, so I messed up. I got a cowrie shell instead of a provision. So we'll fix that right now. So we're going to do this. We're going to ditch this card. Oh, shoot, but I won't get the top benefit for it. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use this one and this yellow worker, which is essentially the same as a white worker, to trade for any other worker. We're going to get a red worker. And then we're going to use the 2 other provisions to attack this barbarian. So it's 2 red workers. Oh my gosh. I can't do that. I have to backtrack that. So I'll get my provision and my worker back and lose the rider. I think my brain just doesn't want to accept how tight this game is. All right, we're gonna build one of these. I wanted to build a hut, but we don't have enough for a hut. We need to get more brick. Need to get at least 2 brick. I could get one from here, but that's it. I could trade 3 cowrie shells for brick, but I don't want to do that. It's too expensive. I can't do that anyways. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend 1 white worker, 1 brick, 1 wood, and we're going to get this one built. And this is going to go over here. I'll get a provision. All right, we cannot attack any of these barbarians, which is a shame. All right, we can't get it. The barbarians are just gonna get us. They're just gonna kill us. All right, so we're gonna get this card for free. It's gonna go into our discard pile. We're gonna pay 1 for this one, discard pile also. Another 1 for this one, discard pile. And that is it. I think that's all I could do right now. I could get another worker, but it's really not gonna help me out. I just don't have the right color workers for this whole setup here. So I think I'm just gonna play out my cards. Oh wait, I could do this. Hold on. All right, so we're gonna play this to our discard pile. We get 1 yellow worker. All right. We're gonna do this one to our discard pile. We get a provision and a cowrie shell. All right. All right. We get a rider for this one. And we get a blue for this one. All right. I forgot about my cards in my hand. Woo! It happens to every great civilization. What does that? They have misspent turns. Let's turn common a little bit. Zoot. All right. So now I have more stuff to work with. Okay, this is not that bad. We could do some moves here. All right. So these are essentially white workers. We could do this. All right, let's do this. So this one is a white worker. So I'm going to trade this for a red worker. I'm going to do that again. Oh, shoot. Sorry, instead of a red worker, I am going to get a blue worker. All right. So now we could do 2 provisions plus 2 blue workers plus a black one for this one. All right. So for this one, we get 3 cowrie shells as a reward. All right. 3 cowrie shells. There's no story thing to it, so we just chuck it in the discard pile here. And now we have 3 cowrie shells we could work with. We could trade that for provisions or brick. Yeah, we could do that actually. Let's do that. So we'll do these 3 cowrie shells for a brick. And then with this yellow worker, a brick, and a wood, we're going to do this next hut or building. Or whatever it is. It has a name, but I just don't remember it at the minute. Overtaken by barbarians, yeah. Alright, so we're going to... The only available spot here is this one, so we're going to do that. We get a cowrie shell. We still have 2 workers. Things are looking up. I just want to see if I can do anything else. No, not really. I have 2 workers, but they can't really do much. The round is over at this point. I get back my workers. Actually, no, hold on to that. We're going to get 2 more barbarians out. All right, 2 more barbarians. And then we refill this with townsfolk. Oh, man, this game is tough. I like it, though. I like it. All right, so then we get our income. This goes back on the board. We get our income. We get cards. We get 4 cards, so we need to reshuffle this. Whenever we shuffle, this moves forward. It's trying to catch up to us. The wave. Y'all catch the wave. All right. I think I'm getting the hang of this a little bit better. Hopefully less rules mistake, or at least less giant rules mistakes than last time. Let's check in on Comet. There she is. Beautiful little baby. Beautiful baby. All right. The cards 1, 2, 3. We have 4 in hand. There's 4 in the deck. All right. So we have our cards. We get our worker back. We get our benefits, so I get one white worker, one provision, and one worker of my choice. I think I had a hard time getting blue and red workers, so I'm going to get a red worker. We actually get a white worker. White workers could be more. They could be wild, but only yellow right now. So we'll get a red worker. Am I going to regret this? Let's get a white one. Dang it. Right, we'll get a white one instead. All right, so that's that. We don't get any income from that. We get our cards. We get another white worker. Right, so we got 2. We should get another 1. We get a cowrie shell. We get a provision. Plus, we get 1 cowrie shell for each of the purple houses that we've built. So we get 1 cowrie shell. We get our income, which right now is pretty sad, but we do get 1 wood and 1 cowrie shell. All right, and then we get back to the game. We're good. We really need to take care of like at least 2 barbarians this turn, or else we're going to get overtaken. So 2 barbarians, and this is the main objective. Plus, if we could eke out 1 building, that would be good, but mostly to stay alive, that's what we need to do. So let's see how far are we away from building the canal. So for this round, all right, so we could build it straight out right now. Do we want to do that though? We have access to another white worker up there, so that would work. Let's check in on Comet really quick. There she is, sleeping like a little butt. Get yourself a cat. All right, so what do I want to do? I want to build this thing. I could do it right now. That would give me some resources, but I would also have to destroy 2 cards, which is not great. I only have 4 here, but it is something I really need to take care of. We can't build any buildings. We need more resources, so that might be a good first step to doing that. Resources from here, we could get 1 wood. We could get a wood or a wood here. And then plus, we also have to think about our famine. We have to get rid of, oh my gosh, we have to get rid of cards for this. This game does not make it easy on y'all. All right, screw it. We're going to build a canal first. Right? I think we have to at this point. All right, we're going to do that. So we'll do 3 workers plus 2 cowrie shells. We're going to build the canal. All right, so for our troubles, we get 1 wood, 1 brick, and 2 of our townsfolk people go away, i.e. they were casualties of the construction. So this one, discard permanently, discard permanently. So we have a bunch of workers we could get plus 1 wood. We could build one of the purple huts, which I think I'll do, but we could also like try to build one of these. We don't have enough brick for that. We did open up this spot. This is 4 cowrie shells for 1 laborer. If we cover one of these spots, we get another worker. So I think the prudent thing to do right now is I really need to build one of these though. I really need to build one of these. But there's no way to do it right now. Unless I trade cowries for a brick, I'm still short 1 brick. Is there a way for me to build this hut? I need 1 brick. Can I get a brick? No, there's no way to get a brick. Except for trading, which we could do once. We don't have enough to do it twice. Man, I could use some brick. Y'all take a look at Comet. Little sleeping baby. Comet's like pushing away. She's like, Urgh. She's like, let me touch your hand with my beansies. All right, computer enhance cat beans. No, don't move them away, Comet. Let us see your cat beans. Where are they? No, they're gone. Boo. We almost got a good shot of her little beans. Little toe beans. Was Comet all partying all night? No, she just sleeps a lot. Cats sleep a lot. I was too slow. I didn't capture the beans. The beansies. Wait, maybe I should make a clip out of that. Look how much space she's taking. I can't even, like... My gosh. I can't even do nothing. Alright, so here we go. Let's get back to the game. Thanks for joining us. I'm just really, if I had one more brick, I could do something cool, but I don't have the brick. There's no way for me to get it with these cards. No way for me to get it with the cards on top, so I should stop dreaming about it. I'm going to build one of the purple cottages, so that's going to require a labor, which the yellow one could fill in for, a brick, and 3 wood. I need to get 1 more wood, so I'll discard this card here to get 1 wood. So I have enough to build one of the cottages. Unfortunately, I don't get anything right away, but this does make we'll have these riders become either they're equivalent to laborers or riders or archers, sorry. Oh, and this covers up something. So we're going to cover up this one. We get a rider, which that's pretty good because we get a mix of use from them. That's great. And now we have 3 cards. We have a lot of workers. We just don't have a lot of spaces for them. So I am going to play this card. We get a blue worker. We'll ditch this card. So if we get rid of this card, we'll get 1 provision for free. So we'll do that. And then we're going to try to take care of some barbarians. Cats have 2 modes, sleep or zoom. That is true. That is facts. Cats can only, like, they have... They're all gas, no brakes, or all brakes, no gas. That's it. Those are 2 modes. That's it. So we have blue and yellow. We're going to hold on to these cards. We're going to try to see what we could do for now with what we have on the table. All right, we have 2 provisions, so we could take on... We can take on these 2 if we could, but we don't have the right combo of workers. So we're short 2 red ones for that guy. 2 red ones for that one. We're short. Oh my gosh. So we could take on that one. 2 yellow and a blue. We could do that. So we're going to do that. All right. So let's do this. I can get a break from... No, don't worry about that. We're going to do 2 provisions for this one. Plus 2 yellow. Right? And a blue. For this one. So this one goes away. We get 2 cowrie shells and 1 wood for that. Alright. We need to try to clear another one, but I don't think we could do it. So we would need 2 red workers. I don't have any cards for red workers here. There's none up there. We didn't build a cottage to do that, so... blue... So I think that's going to be it. Also, I think that's going to be the game. Unless I could get rid of 1 more barbarian. I think we can, though. I think we can. So, hold on. Let me see. Because we could trade 4 cowrie shells for a worker, a white worker. Right? We just don't have enough provisions for that. Could you play the 2 cards in your hand and use the cowries to buy provisions? Yeah, I could. I'm trying to figure out if I can... I need to destroy... To stay in the game, I need to destroy one of these barbarians. So I think I might be able to do that. So, hold on. Let's see. We have 4... So we have 4 here. We could get one of these laborers, right? And then use a laborer and a provision to get a different color worker. So you get a red one. So we have a red and a black. We would still need 1 provision and a red worker to defeat this one. I could get the provision from destroying this card, plus a yellow worker, which is essentially a white worker. So I could get another red one that way, but I would still need 1 provision, which I could get from 2 cowrie shells, but I only have 1. Actually, I could send the worker here, but I need an extra worker, which I don't have. Man, I really spent all my workers this round. So in essence, we're short one provision. Yeah, we're short 1 provision. Then the black you have is yellow. Okay, let's see. For the rightmost barbarian, all right, the one all the way over here, right? The rightmost. Play the 2 from your hand for yellow and blue, right? Okay. Ooh, all right. Then the black you have is yellow. Yep. Then spend 2 cowries for provisions. Yep. Then you have everything you need. By gum, Tasha, you're right. We're going to do what Tasha said to do. We're going to do a blue and a yellow for these from these 2. This guy's a yellow. We're going to spend 2 and 2 for 2 provisions. And then, no, you're not missing anything. That's great. Thank you. So we're going to pay 3 provisions, 1 blue, and 2 yellow to get rid of this one. Thank you. And we get 1 labor and 1 cowrie shell. Wow. Thank you so much. I just saved 150 bucks. I've been watching too much TikTok, so like all these TikTok memes are in my head. Thank you so much. That's great. All right. So, hey, sorry, comment. I'm sorry. I'm bothering your sleep. Sorry. I'm only trying to play my game over here. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, comment. I need like a little bit more room here. Like, I think I will have to like push everything forward more next time I play, just so she can fit comfortably and I can play around her, I guess. Let's fix this for the moment. All right, so now we have 2 cowrie shells, 1 white worker, and no cards. If we could trade this for a brick, we would be set. Because actually we couldn't do that anymore. I think that's all we could do. No, we could trade these 2 for a provision. And then we'll get this card for our discard pile. Oh, we don't even have to do that. Hold on. Let's keep that. We'll spend the worker we got for a provision. And then we're all set. I gotta play this game vicariously until I get a copy of my own. Yeah. I'm digging it. I find it's very difficult. Not difficult, but... well, I guess difficult. It's very tight. I'm enjoying it so far. Alright, so that's the end of the round. This guy goes back on here. We... this one moves over here. Actually, 1, 2, 3, so we need room for 3. So we get 3 barbarians out. Actually, we have to pay for these barbarians. Hold on. No, we still have to pay for these. Shoot. We either get rid of a card or get rid of a white worker. All right, so we're going to get rid of a card from our ready pile. So they're good. We give 2 provisions or get rid of a card. I'm going to pay 2 provisions. We're going to get rid of a card for that one since we don't have a blue worker. The barbarians still want stuff. They're not going to go away. Then we get 3 more barbarians out. All right. And then we get 1 townsfolk to buy. This is great. So now we do our income. We get 1 white, 1 provisions, and 1 worker of our choice. I mean, red. We had a hard time getting red last time, so let's get a red. We get 4 cards, so we got to shuffle our deck. Whenever we shuffle our deck, this moves forward. We get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 1 card left in our deck. Yeah, this is going to be super tough. All right, we get 1 white worker, 1 cowrie shell, plus a provision, and we get 1 cowrie shell for each purple building we've built. So that's 2. For our income, we really haven't worked on our income too much. We get a wood and a cowrie shell. On the second round, Ben Osteen said, it's a good idea to work on your worker income, which I should have taken that to heart. This guy comes back to us. And we go again. So now we're going to need a whole lot more to build this. We're going to need labor, 1 archer, and 1 rider, 1 archer, and 2 laborers. And 3 cowrie shells for that. Plus we get rid of 2 cards. I don't see how we could do that, but we're gonna try. We're gonna burn this card for free. So this card is gonna go into the townsfolk discard pile. We get 1 red worker, or a warrior. We are going to pay 1 resource, 1 provision. We still need a blue worker, so let's get this blue worker out here. So we're gonna get a blue worker for that. We're going to spend 1 provision, 2 red workers, and 1 blue one to get rid of this barbarian. Alright. That guy's gone. We do get 2 cowrie shells and 1 brick for that. Alright. So we're going to get 3 warriors out this turn, so I need to get rid of 2 more to stay alive. here. Because we ever have 7, boom. We're done. But we got rid of that one. I'm scared of getting rid of this one because it has an entry here on in the storybook, and I think that was bad for us. We had to like cycle 2 cards, which is not great. Unlucky number 7, yeah. Which is not great. Well, we could build this with all white workers if we had them. Let's see. We have in our hands. We could get more workers, but we really need to keep these cards in our hand. We can't like destroy them, so we're gonna get 1 white worker for this one. We could build all of this. We're gonna have to get rid of 2 cards. Plus, we need everything up there for that. Oh man, this is ridiculous. All right, let's do it. So we're gonna use these 4 workers, 3 cowrie shells. Yeah, let's just do it because we're not really gonna be able to do anything else. Oh man. So we're gonna build this canal. We get rid of 2 cards, so we get rid of this one. And we shuffle these 2 to form a new deck. This moves forward because we shuffled. And we get rid of 1 card. And then we look at entry number 34. Entry number 34 says, not all people can come and assist in this grand work. Defeating the floods will be a boon to us all, but life carries on in the small things as well as the large. Nearby villages do what they can to help, but they still must farm, forage, fight, and thrive. So it is with great pride in our people and the deepest of honor that I accepted a gift today from a family from the nearby mountains. They see what we are doing and how it benefits all. They are grateful for the work, but they cannot see how grateful I am to them. Find the constructed canal card in the box under history. All right. Find card 37 in the story deck. Card 37. It goes in the Hudson Canals. Hudson Canals. For next time, gain 2 provisions. All right, sweet. 2 provisions. That's not bad. That wasn't terrible. All right, so we got our provisions. I don't see how we're going to get out of this, really. We just need a lot more workers. I think Ben is right, though. Worker income is, like, if we could get these to have workers, would be a lot better than resources. We could spend over here 2 provisions and 2 shells to get another card from our deck, right? Is that from our deck or from, what is that? Ooh, we get that to our hand. Ooh, so we could, oh. Yeah, what this means right here is that if I spend 2 provisions, 2 cowrie shells, I could get 1 card from here to my hand. That's not bad. Should we do that? I mean, we're going to lose anyway, so might as well. All right, so I got one that gives me a blue worker. I could draw a card if I discard it. Not super great, but at least it is something. All right, so we're going to get a blue worker. We're going to ditch this card. We're going to get a blue worker and 1 wood. All right, so we need a white worker. We don't have any white workers. We could trade for a white worker, though, right? If we trade 4 cowrie shells, we can get a white worker. Or we could change one of our workers. Nope. Shoot. I'm always short 1 type of resource or workers. That's how it is, man. That's how it is in this game. Yeah, I think this is going to be a loss. I'm just not willing to accept it at this point, but... Yep, I think this is going to be it. I just got to go through the motions to see it all played out, but I don't think there's any way I could get out of this one. All right, so if we had 1 more cowrie shell, we could get another card, but that's really pointless. You know what, screw it. We're going to burn this card. We're going to get 1 blue worker plus we're going to draw a card from here. We're going to discard this and get 1 white worker. We're just going to burn it. We're going to burn this. We're going to burn that to get 1 white worker and a yellow worker. So now we can actually build something. So let's build one of the purple cottages, right? So it's all this for purple. And we're going to uncover the blue one. This is going to go here. We get a blue one. Or should we get a red one? Hold on. We're going to get a blue one. And then we're going to fight some barbarians. Some barbarians. All right, so these are equal to each other. So this is a blue, blue, and a yellow. Black, black, and a yellow. Oh, this is nuts. This is not good. So see, the problem is if I defeat one of these two, they're going to make me draw a card, and I can't do that. All right, screw it. We're just gonna do it. There's no way we're gonna win this. I need to get over that. I need to accept that. I need to take that into my heart. All right, so we're gonna spend 2 provisions, and these 2 workers to get rid of this guy. Yeah. All right, they're gone. We get 2 cowrie shells and 1 brick for that. And we're left with 1 card. Just go through the emotions, yeah, for sure. Just go through it. We get 1 wood from this one. It's not really gonna help us. If we ditch it, we could get something else, but that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is if we can get more cards, but we can't. So let's do. Let's see if we could take out another barbarian. So we have 2 of these. We don't have enough for that. We don't have enough for anything. Alright, yep. We're just gonna play this card. Wait, what do we need for this? We need a brick. We got that. We need a white worker. We got that. We need another worker. Plus a wood to survive. So we do need another worker. Oh, we're gonna lose anyways. We're gonna lose big. We just lost the game. All right, so let's get a. We're gonna do that. Screw it. We're done. That's it, man. I wiped my hands of this game. All right, so we're done with that. There's nothing else I could do. I could send this guy out to get a provision, but that's not really gonna be helpful. So let's go through the motions here. Let's take care of the barbarians. Barbarians, they want either a white worker, which this could be a substitute for, so that one's good. That one wants a brick. That one needs a white worker, which we don't have. We're going to discard this. All right, so we get rid of that card. Plus we get rid of this wood. So all the barbarians are happy. But then we're going to have to add 3 barbarians, so we're going to scoot all this down over here. And guess what happens, yo? We get 3 barbarians, so that's the end of the game because we're at 7. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I just found it super hard to get this. I mean, the income you get from workers, you get 2 from here. And you could add more down here. But I had a really hard time getting all the brick for this. Let's see. By 4th canal build, if you don't have means to make at least 9 workers around, I know I'm toast. Alright. I gotta remember these things for next play. But appreciate that, Ben. A Foxy's here. Thanks for joining us. Did you banish Comet to Kitty Joe? No, she's right here. She's like in the prime real estate. She's like taking up most of the table. This game is lost. We have too many barbarians out here. Legend of You is pretty linear. The randomness comes from the villager deck. Over half the cards generate workers. I feel like the cards I got didn't have any white workers in the first go around. There was a big shortage of laborers. Wise words from Ben. All right, so we lost this one, which means we got to pull from the loss deck. So I don't know if I shuffle these, so let's shuffle these. All right, so I'm gonna reveal one. It's gonna tell me something. Hopefully it doesn't just say like you suck or something, but here we go. All right, so if we lost by the flood catching up to us, we look at storybook entry number 20. If we lost due to barbarians or because we couldn't destroy any more cards from our deck, we look at 18. So we're going to look at 18. And then while it's story time, we got to keep an eye on Comet here. So it is her story time. This is a long entry, so bear with me. All right, it says, Glorious Tushani, it is in times of our greatest doubt that we must seek out the voices of those closest to us, to realign ourselves to who we truly are. Though you remain in our home and I am far from you, I often find myself stopping to think on what you would say to me when I cannot see a way forward. Today is such a day. We will not complete our work in this region before the rains start to fall. We worked hard and many gave more than they had to make our great work a success. But you can only do so much in a day. And the barbarians took and took until we had nothing left. Maybe I did not pay them enough heed and spent too much of the time with tools in my hands and mud and water. My hands are raw and I still ache from the blisters as the rain continues to fall. I must return to my work, dear one. This coming year will ask much of me, and I must be ready. I will have to use everything I have, finding a way to draw out even a little bit more from all who have joined me. Perhaps there is a way to reorganize the village that would suit our needs better, but I will not bore you with such things. I must focus on the future and remember that I have learned all that I have learned this year. For learning is a treasure that will follow its owner wherever they may go. Alright, so now we have to file the revealed defeat card in the box on their history, so that goes away. Find card 34 in the story deck. Alright, so we'll put this in the other cards for setup. Oh, okay, so this card gives us a little bonus. So it's kind of like a prize for... because we lost so badly. So this card here... Alright, it's a little confusing, but it is card 35, and what it says in the rulebook is that we could use a second worker in hut spaces. So for these up here, for these spaces, we could use a second worker. There, that's pretty good. If we choose to discard it from the game, we could get rid of a barbarian and replace it with a townsfolk card. So that's pretty useful. Alright, there goes Comet. Later. She's gonna go get something to eat, I guess. I don't know. It is lunchtime, though, so I should probably do that myself. Alright, so we suffered a loss. No worries. It seems like everyone's that played has suffered a loss. I got some tips from Ben. I got some help from Tasha. And Comet was also here. I don't know if she helped me or not, but she definitely made it so I wasn't super stressed out. That's for sure. Alright, so we suffered a loss, but no worries. We're going to get back at it. There's going to be a bunch of games. Hopefully we'll put them on YouTube so people can check them out. Let me know what you thought of this game. Give me some advice for the next one, and we're going to see you next time. Bye, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as they say. See ya.